Hello class, today we're going to be doing the comparison between a frog and a toad. So, as you can see, this is a frog and this is a toad. So, does anybody know anything about frogs and toads? Those are some good ideas. So, I want to jump right into the differences and similarities between frogs and toads. So, as we know, frogs and toads are what? Amphibians, right? Yeah, so amphibians are usually pretty slimy creatures. But there is an exception. Toads are actually not super slimy at all. They're more dry. Whereas frogs have really smooth and wet skin. Has anybody ever held a frog and a toad? So right, they have 4 legs, right? Each one of them has 4 legs. 2 back legs and 2 front legs. So let's go through some differences that these two amphibians have. So like I said before, frogs have smooth and wet skin, as well as thin skin as well. Whereas toads, they have really bumpy skin. You see this texture? Say bumpy. So yeah, have thick and bumpy and dry skin. Frogs also have a really slim body type. Slim is like slim. Whereas toads have a stout body type. Does anybody know what stout means? Stout means more thicker and bigger. Frogs are usually super colorful, whereas toads are more usually brown and neutral colors. Neutral is in brown, black, colors you find in nature. Frogs' specified and preferred way of traveling is by jumping. Frogs can jump super high. Can you say that? Super high. Whereas toads, their preferred way of traveling is either walking or really small hops. Frogs also usually live in or around the water. Whereas toads, they live on the land. They don't really live around or in water. That's why they're so dry. One of the biggest and coolest parts of the difference between a frog and a toad is that frogs lay their eggs in clusters, so the eggs are like all together in a ball sort of shape. Whereas toads, they lay their eggs in chains, so it's like in a line. Isn't that pretty cool? So let's point to the frog. Can you guys point to the frog? Right. Can you guys point to the toad? Yeah. So which one lays eggs in chains? The toad, right? Yeah. Which one prefers to jump? The frog, right?